Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh shit, almost tripped. So we are gonna work on my truck today. It's gonna be a 3.7 liter V6 Dodge Dakota. What we're gonna do today is we have to replace the front crankshaft seal or the front oil seal. I've done it on a Dodge Dakota 1992 with the 3.9s. I'm guessing that this is gonna probably be similar. Yeah. So let's get to it. A little bit of backstory. I have about 238,000 miles on the truck. I noticed a little oil stain about 6 months ago, and it was near where my transmission was at. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to replace the rear main seal. I'm like, cool. You know, let's sit you guys down. So I said, cool. Here, let's raise you guys up a little bit. All right. Right, so I said, cool. I bought the rear seal. And I was like, I'll put that sealing fluid that you can put in to help your gaskets. Shortly after I put that, I'm not sure if that's caused it, but the front seal started to leak. So now we have to replace both. The rear seal is gonna be a lot harder because I have to drop the transmission, pull it out to the back, or pull it out in a way so I can get into it and actually fit the rear seal. Front seal is a little bit easier. I'm showing you everything that I'm gonna have to take off. So everything I'm gonna have to disconnect. Of course, disconnect the negative terminal, remove the frown shard, the fan shroud, the manual fan, the serpentine belt, and I should have access to it. I should have enough room in here. I'm not too sure yet if I'm gonna have to renew. I'm sorry. I gotta learn how to talk. Renew the radiator. Hopefully I don't have to, but we'll see. All right, let's get to it. Alright guys, so I took out the top radiator cover with the plastic clips. I unscrewed the fan shroud bolts. These are 13, is that right? Yep, 13 mm sockets. And now I'm trying to take the fan clutch off. So kind of made my own little homemade tool. Let's see if it works. I took over the top radiator cover off. I took the fan shroud off, which has two 13mm bolts. You do have to kind of finagle it. You have to get it past this hose, and then you just have to kind of pull up and pull the bottom down, and it should pop right out. Alright, so I'm going to put these back so I don't lose them. Alright guys, so use my homemade tool. Like I said, it's flat stock with some bolts, and then I use a pair of vise grips to lock in the bolt, and you have to spin it counterclockwise to get the bolt undone. There we go. All right, so we just took out the serpentine belt, and that's going to be a 15mm socket on the tensioner pulley. All right. Now to unloosen the bolt, we're going to use a 21mm socket and a breaker bar. Alright, that's gonna spin. There you go. Alright guys, so I'm going to use it's a multi type of puller. It's like this. My goals are putting the wrenches in like that and using that to pull on that. So actually I'm going to probably put this bolt back in just a little bit in so I can use it to push. Get a good couple threads so I don't screw anything up. Alright. Is there any way I can push you better? Let's hold that for a second. Alright guys, so as you can see I already pulled out the old seal, which it was a pain in the ass to get out. It's kind of like a stamped steel with like a rubber coating around it. As you can see, I had to kind of tear it out. Good thing is, as you look in the sides, I don't know if it'll focus on that side. Let me grab the light so you can kind of see it. There you go. As you can see, I didn't penetrate the sides, so I didn't penetrate or scratch the side of the wall. Where this surface seats. So yeah, so now I'm gonna put it back in, put the new seal in. I'm gonna grab a little bit of oil, coat the inside of the oil, coat the outside of the oil, and then what I'm using to drive it in, it's a 2-inch PVC cap, $2.95. Fits perfect. So just gonna grab a hammer, tap it in, make sure this is nice and flush, and then put everything back like in reverse. All right, let's do that. Quick side note, I didn't have a gasket puller. I should have bought one from Harbor Freight, but I didn't. I totally forgot about it. So what I ended up using was old school screwdriver with tape at the end of it, and then I ended up using where are you? I don't know where I put it, but I used needle nose pliers. So I got the screwdriver, kind of put it, I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but I used the crank and I kind of pushed it on the crank to kind of get that metal to kind of pull up, and then I was able to go in here and kind of lift on one side, and I worked pretty much all 4 corners, try to get it nice and loose, and then finally it just popped right out. So yeah, like I said, I didn't have the right tools, but I was able to get it done anyways, and I didn't even scratch the side of the surface. I did clean the side of the surface with brake parts cleaner, just to kind of give it a nice good surface. You use the blue shop towels to kind of clean it up, make sure there's no debris in it, and then yeah, let's do it. Alright, so on your harmonic balancer, there's a key that you have to match up, and it should just slide right in once you match that key. Now, and this is a, what do you call it, harmonic balance installer tool. So it's gonna actually push the harmonic balancer in, so you can actually screw your nut. I rented this at my local O'Reilly's. There you go, that's what it's called. To rent it's like 45 bucks, and then you get, well, my O'Reilly's only lets you have it for 2 days, so I gotta turn it in by tomorrow. But it makes your life a lot easier, especially not having this tool. I was trying to find a rod that was going to be the same length and kind of make my own. Only issue is the harmonic balancer or the crankshaft bolt that goes in there. It is a M14 by 1.5 thread. Couldn't find that rod anywhere. I went to Home Depot, Ace, Tractor Supply to see if they had just threaded rod in that size, and I couldn't find any anywhere. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to rent the tool anyways. So I was hoping to buy like a 12-inch piece of rod, get a nut, some washers, and some PVC pipe for a spacer, and just kind of use it that way to push it in. But I had no luck, so I had to go rent the tool. But it's not bad renting the tool because you do get your money back afterwards. So each your own, right? So. Alright, so let's thread that in. Alright guys, so came with an issue. So the tool that I rented does not fit my truck, and let me explain. So it is an M14 by 1.5 thread, but if you can see, that's the right thread. Let me put this down. That's the right thread, but as you can see here, that's a lot thicker. But normally with this tool, you gotta bolt this like this, and then that goes into there. But the issue is, because that's thicker, it does not fit in my crankshaft. That fucking sucks. I'm sorry, bleep that out. But that sucks, because now I'm gonna have to take this tool back and go find somebody that has the long version of this tool for me to put my harmonic balancer back in. Frustration. It is what it is, right? No sense in getting upset about it. But that just sucks. Till next time. Alright guys, so as you can see, day number 2, because I had the wrong part, couldn't finish it doing it last night. If you have a Chrysler engine or Jeep or Mitsubishi, the 3.7, 4.7, you're gonna need a long reach balance installer tool. So my local O'Reilly's did not carry the long reach. I had to go to a AutoZone. So there's the AutoZone. Let's flip you over. There's your nut. And then you're gonna need this rod right here, if you can see. And 14 by 1.5. So like I said, this is all you need to get it installed. Let's do it. Alright guys, so yeah, so it actually wasn't that difficult to install the front seal in my truck. Actually, it was pretty easy, especially when I had the right tool. So yeah, so the tools you're gonna need, just to kind of recap it again, you're gonna need a harmonic balance puller, or I went into Harbor Freight and just bought a Pittsburgh, I guess, wheel pulley set. I use 2 wrenches to kind of pull the harmonic balancer off. you are gonna need your well, you might be able to do it without removing the manual fan. I chose to remove the manual fan just so I can get more room. I removed the fan shroud also. So if you are gonna remove your manual fan, grab the tool to help you unlock it. It's like a fork tool that comes up and it's like the pry bar, and then the nut size, I think it's 1.5 inches. I didn't have that deep of a wrench, and I didn't have the tool for it, so I had to use vise grips, which ended up working, so I was able to do that. Another tool that I do suggest is the gasket puller, because the way it's hooked and it has a handle, it gives you a little bit more leverage. You can find a cheap one at like Harbor Freight or even in one of your parts stores. Besides the like miscellaneous wrenches and sockets, like what was it, 13 ml, 15 ml. I think the harmonic balancer bolt was 21 ml, especially for my make and model. And then the last thing is make sure your harmonic install tool, if you have a Dodge with a 3.7, 4.7, even the Mitsubishi Raider Jeeps, they all use the long reach balancer install tool. My O'Reilly's didn't have it. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with my hands. So I ended up having to go to AutoZone. Actually, I had to go down to another AutoZone several miles away just because my AutoZone didn't carry it. But that comes with that bolt that's 8-9 inches long. That's the M14 by 1.5, which fits perfect in our vehicles and makes it a lot easier to install that harmonic balancer. So yeah, so if you have an AutoZone near you and you need to rent one, they're about $60 to rent. Takes you 15 minutes, 10 minutes to put the harmonic balancer back in, take it back, get your money back. So those are the tools that I recommend if you're gonna do it. You can do it with the engine in the vehicle. It's actually pretty easy. So yeah, so now we have to come up with a game plan on installing the rear sill. So tune in for that video. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Remember, hit that like button. And if you have any comments, leave them or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll try to reach or get to them as soon as I can. Actually, I don't know when I'll post this video. My laptop went kaput, and I'm actually have it at the laptop repair shop right now, trying to see if they can fix it, or I might have to buy another one. So, but anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks again, guys. See you later.